Hey everyone, it's your host Joy, and welcome to another Equipping You podcast. This is episode 44. Thank you all for watching and thank you for subscribing to our podcast. So let me ask you, are you feeling energized and joyful running your business, or are you feeling overwhelmed and stressed? Do you want to know more? Well, let's talk about it. Grab your journal or a sheet of paper, and I'll be right back.
Thank you for tuning in today. Our mission is to equip and empower you to dig in and soar higher, doing the things that you love. This podcast is where you'll hear leading experts from around the globe figuring out what you could be doing to tackle your greatest business challenges. So get ready to hear from some of the brightest minds and boldest thinkers on how they're taking on these problems and how you could too. Now here's your host.
Welcome back. So most of you know me, but for those of you who do not know me, my name is Joy Norman, and I'm an empowerment and success coach. And I'm also the CEO of the organization and movement Becoming Fierce Female Entrepreneurs. And I am blessed to help success-driven women entrepreneurs get past their fear and procrastination, move forward and take action, and build a profitable and sustainable business without wasting time on strategies that just don't work. Even if you've been struggling to grow your business for years and you haven't seen much fruit. And I'm also the host of this YouTube podcast, which is a podcast all about uplifting, informing, and empowering women entrepreneurs to grow a sustainable and profitable business. Working your business can be tough and overwhelming, and it's easy to get lost in a busy life. And we just want to support your growth. Okay, let's get into this lesson. I am really excited about this episode because I want to talk about the number one thing I'm always asked, and that is, how do I get so much done running my business without being overwhelmed and stressed? Believe it or not, this question gets asked in so many different ways. People ask me, how do you feel content in running your business? How do you enjoy running your business and still have time with your family? How do you feel less stressed, worried in your business? Let me say, there is no one size fits all answer to these questions. I believe we entrepreneurs are burning out at alarming rates, and some, not all, are not enjoying entrepreneurship. Believe it or not, I do get overwhelmed and stressed. So today I want to share some ideas with you. My goal is that after you watch this episode, you'll feel motivated and armed with a toolbox of strategies and tactics to increase your professional and your personal joy and happiness. Disclaimer alert, these ideas may not be suitable for all entrepreneurs. These things helped me. I cannot say all of them will help you, but I am staying true to my New Year's resolution, which is to offer new possibilities to others. So some will make progress by applying these tips, and some not so much. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, here we go. Let me start with, how are you feeling right now? Are you feeling joyful? Are you feeling energized running your business? Are you feeling overwhelmed and stressed? Or are you feeling stressed just thinking about your business? Generally, when I ask this question, most women responses are, I'm not yet enjoying it. It's a lot of work. And I don't even know where to start. I'm not very organized. And I wish I could do better. Believe it or not, I hear this a lot when I am talking to potential clients and other fellow entrepreneurs, because running a business is not always as easy as some people make it seem. Trust me, I feel you. I've struggled with this several times throughout my career as a part-time entrepreneur and now as a full-time entrepreneur. Many entrepreneurs think that a profitable business blooms from hard work, killing yourself, posting on social media, or trying to keep up with the latest technology and trends. Although some of this may be true, but what if you could grow a thriving business that you enjoy and you feel happy about? Let's discuss how we can streamline our work, reduce stress, be more efficient, and just have more fulfilling days. Now, I'm going to share a little secret with you. Are you ready? But before I share it, take some time, take a few moments, grab a cup of coffee or tea or your favorite beverage. Okay, here's the secret. Contrary to popular belief, you don't have to overwork yourself as an entrepreneur. There's a familiar quote that says, entrepreneurs are the only people who will work an 80-hour week to avoid working 40 hours for someone else. This is so true. However, most entrepreneurs believe that the more they work, the more productive their business will be. On the surface, this sounds good, but what I found is just being busy shouldn't be the secret to business success. Because let me tell you, I've stayed up all night working and thinking I was being productive. But it turns out I was so tired I couldn't even think. And I was like a hamster on a wheel. I was running aimlessly at an ever increasing pace. And like that hamster, I was so exhausted and I wasn't even getting much accomplished. For one, I'm not a night owl. I'm an early bird and I am most productive in the mornings. So make sure that you think about what is happening in the moment, okay? Is what you're working on, is it adding value? Trust me, if it is not, this is one of the fastest ways to burn out. But guess what? You can enjoy your work, you can enjoy your life, and reclaim the freedom that your business can provide. Okay. So most people, when they see me, they say I live up to my name. They say I'm a joyful person. But deep down, I've always known that I wanted to be happy and enjoy life. And I discovered at an early age that I truly love working with and inspiring people. And I was blessed with two loving parents and a loving family. But don't get it twisted. I've also experienced the roller coaster of life's ups and downs throughout my life. And like most people, everything was not perfect. In my 20s, I went through some traumatic times and I felt unhappy and unconnected. And it was through much prayer, meditation, my faith, remembering my purpose and what my parents taught me. I was fortunate to rediscover my authentic joy and happiness again. And I've also been blessed to have awesome leaders in my life. And I've learned and I've discovered some incredible insights and strategies. And I want to share them with you. Okay, so the first thing you will want to do is identify what is zapping your time and why. Time management is big when running a business, and studies have shown that entrepreneurs who do not practice good time management are more likely to suffer from burnout and depression. And most entrepreneurs I meet, they are tackling everything. They're the manager. They're the personal assistant. They're the customer support. They're the tech person. They're the accountant. They are doing too much. Why, you ask? Because they are either afraid to let someone else do the task because they think that they are the only ones who can do it right. And they think that no one else can do the work, or they think that they can't afford help. But trying to do it all leads to 70 and 80-hour work weeks. It leads to staying up late, drinking coffee in the middle of the night, and trying to meet deadlines. Just sip my tea on that one. But this in turn can lead to overwhelm, anxiety, and stress. And here's the other thing. There is no guarantee that you are even performing these jobs well. Trust me, I've been there, done that. But what do you do to overcome being the queen of everything? So, if you want to feel more joyful and energized running your business, you are going to have to stop doing it all. Stop being the queen of everything. By the way, I have a large coffee cup that says Queen of Everything. Did you hear what I just said? You are going to have to stop doing it all. Studies have shown that to reach the next stage of your business, you should only be spending time on the tasks that you excel at, tasks that you truly enjoy, and tasks that add the highest value to your business. And if you need to rewind and listen to that again, you should only be spending time on the tasks that you excel at, tasks that you truly enjoy, and tasks that add the highest value to your business. Okay, moving on. Trying to be the queen of everything will likely slow your growth and suck the life right out of you. And in my program, Package Your Superpower, I suggest that you let someone else handle about 90% of your current work. Now, I know some of you are just clutching your pearls right now. Yes, I said it. Let someone handle about 90% of your current work. So take a minute right now. Close your eyes, breathe, and think about all the possibilities. If you start doing only what you truly love and what adds value to your business, this should make you breathe a sigh of relief. So stop saying you don't have the time, you don't have the money, you don't have support, you don't have the education, and instead get resourceful and concentrate on what you want and how you can get there. Think about the tasks that you can outsource to others. Okay, maybe you don't have much cash on hand, but think about what can you barter. You can think about who you can barter with. You can also think about which friends and family would be willing to help you. Also, there are volunteers and there are students looking for extra credit. Also, there are professionals who are willing to work on a commission-only basis. And so, as you profit, they profit. Look, we only have 24 hours a day, so stop trying to do it all. I say delegate, 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 and then the result is you will be a lot happier. All right, I can see it. Some of you are feeling better already. Okay, you can open your eyes now. The next one is you will need a system, and not just a system, but a tested system. Studies show that entrepreneurs become overstressed workaholics with declining health and relationships because they lack having a tested system. Now, I didn't have a system either when I started my business. I was just doing whatever I thought needed to be done. It didn't matter what time of the day it was. I was wearing all the hats. And it wasn't very long that I started to feel overwhelmed, and I eventually hit a wall. So you will need to continually audit your time to determine the low value tasks that are sucking your energy, then transfer those tasks to someone who's better at them, someone who enjoys them. For example, give the technical tasks to the people who know how to operate all those apps that help make your business run smooth. Perhaps hire a VA, a virtual assistant. Then you can fulfill your time with higher value tasks that bring you joy and make you more profit. Then start the process over again. And it wasn't until I upgraded my thinking, I stopped procrastinating, and I stopped self-sabotaging my organization's growth that I started to scale and grow my business. And now I'm able to spend more quality time with my family. I can now take time off and go to Disneyland. Now, that's a funny story that I talk about in episode 33, Boosting Your Resilience. It's a story of me not having time to go to an all-expense paid trip to Disneyland. Now, how can you not take time to go to the happiest place on earth? Okay, here is the funny story from episode 33. We moved to the new home. I had boxes everywhere, and my birthday was coming up. My daughter had bought an all-expense paid trip to Disneyland, and with moving and, trying to unpack, get reorganized, because I have to get on Zoom. I had my coaching program that started. I was like, I really don't have time to go to Disneyland. And my daughter was like, Mom, really? And you know what? I just said, let's go.
Yeah.
And I did it. I did it.
Yeah.
And then I had so much going on, Danielle, and on top of that, my nephew called and go, I'm going to come and see you for your birthday. I mean, he's wanting to visit me from over 2,000 miles. And I'm sitting here going, oh man, I don't have time, you know?
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, you know what? Come on, family, come visit me.
Good plan, right? And the way you're taking vacations, that sounds really good. So do that and be guilt-free about it. And hopefully you weren't checking your emails too much.
I was guilty of one thing. Let me tell you real quick. It was so funny because we drove. My son flew, but my husband and I, we drove. And I didn't realize that one of the Zoom meetings, because I was right in the middle of doing my summit, right? And one of the ladies, I had a meet and greet with her, right? And we're on our way and we're getting ready to go through the grapevine. And my husband looked at me like, what are you doing? I go, oh, I do have one, I have one Zoom meeting. And he was like, I said, it's only gonna be about 15, 20 minutes, right? And it was so cool because going through the grapevine, she started looking at my background.
Right.
You know, and she was like, where are you? You know,
right.
So it ended up being it was good for her, you know, and we just enjoyed each other and talked. And so that was one thing I was guilty of.
Right.
On my way to Disneyland.
Sit a little bit in the car there. But,
yeah. I was like, well, the vacation hasn't officially started. You see how we make up those excuses?
Yeah, I heard that. I did hear that.
You see, I heard that. Oh my God. So I guess I could have rescheduled, but I just kind of felt like I helped her because it helped her relax and just realize, like, I'm an entrepreneur. I can do what I want. You know?
Can. And part of feeling good and feeling resilient is helping people, right? Mm-hmm. And so you were able to bring a little bit of that in at the same time.
Now, of course, there's a lot of research, trial and error that goes in to develop a foolproof steps, okay, in your system. So I'm not going to go into that today, but for more information on how to work with me, feel free to visit my website, becomingfierceentrepreneurs.com. Okay, next, you will need to continually monitor your system because there will be times when you will want to slip back into your old habits, but we are not doing that. As you are growing and maturing and letting others help you, I just want you to stop, look around, enjoy watching your team's successes, and then take time off and go to the happiest place on earth, wherever that is for you. Okay, so far we have determined the right person or persons to work on the right tasks and projects. And you are making sure they understand exactly what you want. And you are giving them sufficient time to complete the task or the project. And you are sharing constructive feedback. But you are not micromanaging them. Just follow the progress of the project or the task, okay? Because you are ultimately responsible for seeing it through completion. Now, because you have delegated, you are saving time, You are leading, you are getting results, and at the same time, you are increasing your team's confidence. Woohoo! Remember, your job is to lead, get results, and increase your team's confidence. And if you can happily do this, you are well on your way to feeling more joyful and energized. Okay, next, celebrate your wins. It's important to take time out and celebrate your progress. Now, this is not about doing more. This is about being excited about what you have accomplished. So take time out to look at the small things as stepping stones to the big things in your long-term goals. What is your win today? So for me today, I was able to help 3 women entrepreneurs prosper in their business. And that will result in women packaging their superpower and people reaching out to their target audience, all because I shared my program to them and they are able to create a purpose-driven business. And then that will give them the confidence to do something that they had only dreamed about. That is a win. I'm leading, I'm getting results, and I'm increasing confidence in others. All right. Next is you want to make sure you have a clearly written, detailed action plan. And this makes it easier to set priorities and get started. It's all about making that commitment. So just make sure you are setting deadlines for every project. And you may need to make improvements from time to time. So make sure you're meeting with your team regularly. Before you start a difficult or an unpleasant task, think about a way to reward your team and yourself. So some questions that you can ask yourself and some questions you can ask your team are, which activities could be eliminated? Which activities could we reduce the amount of time we spend on them? And then which other activities could be delegated and or outsourced? And then going forward, how can we get more accomplished? Think about what are some mini rewards you can give to your team. And then you'll want to include this in your action plan. Also, be open-minded and then look for ways to save time. All right. To help you with your action plan, you can pick up a copy of my productivity planner entitled Unshakable Goals, Embracing the 12 Habits of Daily Goal Setting. Now, this workbook is more than a planner. It is for motivated people who want to achieve their goals that are most important to them. It contains easy to apply methods and techniques to help you prioritize and achieve your goals faster. And it also includes my 12 habits of daily goal setting. It includes thought-provoking questions to help you get clear on what you really want. And it has a 52-week planner for keeping track of tasks, appointments, and notes. And you can begin with any month. You just write in the date. It has beautiful colorful pages, and it is also compact for carrying in your bag. So to pick up a copy of my productivity planner, go to my website, becomingfierceentrepreneurs.com, and click on the tools and resources page. All right, last but not least, number 7, you will want to make a declaration to yourself. So here's one that I like. It says, today I will pray more, worry less, laugh more, stress less, hug more, hurry less. So you can repeat your declaration as often as you like to give you that extra push of motivation and inspiration. So remember, you don't have to overwork yourself as an entrepreneur. My goal is for you to go from being stressed and overwhelmed to feeling more joyful and energized. Yes, and enjoying your life, enjoying your work, and reclaiming that freedom that your business can provide. You can do this. You got this. All right, let's do a quick recap. So, to work less, but do more, you are going to identify what is zapping your time and why. You're going to stop trying to do it all. You are going to create a tested system. You are going to continually monitor your system. You are going to celebrate your wins. You are going to create a detailed action plan, and you are going to make a declaration to yourself. So here's a quote to remember. You can always get more money, but you can never get more time. End quote. Therefore, let me suggest that you spend your time on the things that make the biggest impact. So I hope these 7 strategies on how to work less but do more were helpful. Remember, these are suggestions to empower you for change. And if you need assistance, we are here for you. Feel free to check out our programs and our services on our website, becomingfierceentrepreneurs.com. We all want to feel contentment in running our business, but it does take practice and action. So for your action steps, what are 3 strategies discussed today that you are going to implement in the next 7 days? Take a few minutes and write those down. Let me know what you are going to start with or where you need help. Go to my website, click on the Work with Us page, and then scroll down. You can submit your name, your email, and in the message, let me know how I can help you. Also, if you've gained value from today's episode, or if you have an aha moment, I would love to hear about it. Let me know also on my website, or you can leave a comment here. Also, share this episode. We need to tell others that the small things are worthy of being noticed. All right, this concludes episode 44, part 1. And I hope going forward, you start to feel more joyful and energized growing your business. Remember, you can enjoy your life and you can reclaim that freedom that your business can provide. So in part 1, we covered the importance of feeling joyful and energized, growing your business instead of overwhelmed and stressed. And we covered how to streamline your work and reduce stress. And we discussed how to be more efficient and have more fulfilling days. But wait, there's more. Because you asked, we are coming back in a few months with a part 2. So keep it locked here for part 2. And in part 2, we're going to discuss the demands of leadership, mastering your mindset, and the importance of nurturing good relationships. So stay tuned for more exciting episodes coming up. All right. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed rest of the week. We will see you back here on another Equipping You podcast. Bye-bye.